Hey y'all, I'm Victoria Pousada. I'm an actor and model living in New York and LA. And I'm going to talk to you today about why I want to join the Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, and how I'm going about it. So to start, there's many ways to join the union. You could do the 3 days background work, or you could get a speaking role in a main production. So what I'm seeing in LA and what I've heard from agents about the LA market right now is that in the breakdowns on Actors Access and casting networks, they're saying, the studios are saying, like, for example, Sony and Paramount, they're saying, do not bother submitting non-union talent for this union project, even as background. So that option is out the window for us to do the background work. So what I did is I took opportunities where I'm seeing it. I have a great agent. She submitted me for a union commercial anyway, which I loved, and I just finished that earlier today. And then the second way is that I was on Threads, on the social media app Threads hosted by Instagram. I saw a audition for an Atlanta film, and this is my first submission for an Atlanta film because I wasn't experiencing the success in LA and New York that I wanted to, and I still am not. So I'm like, I gotta switch markets because that's the reality of what we're doing now and what the world of acting is these days. Just honestly, guys, go where the work is. So I submit and I book the job as a day player, basically. But they see my work and they see my materials and like, would you like to read for auditions? Like, sure. I read for auditions like, you are too good of an actor to just be the store clerk. 1, do you want to be casting? Because we know you've done casting in the past and you do a good job for other projects. Like, yeah, basically I got upgraded casting. And from there, I was shown so much initiative, so much chutzpah, gumption. I was on it all the time. I got upgraded to associate producer. So here I am, the casting director, the associate producer, and then, we ended up finding someone else to be the store clerk. So I am basically being given a day player speaking role. And because I can improv and we all tight schedule, we're just going to improv it. So that's one way to kind of become union, is to attach yourself to a union project in other capacities through crew. It should not be your only reason for attaching yourself to that project. And I was looking at the SAG-AFTRA website and they're saying, if you're making a union project just so you can join the union, we're not going to accept that. And that was not my case because I didn't write this script. This script was not, this whole project was not mine. I'm not the executive producer. I just kept getting upgraded throughout the process. And the reason I, as a casting director, suggested we should make a union is because we put out the breakdown up backstage. And this was originally a union project. But we got 128 submissions. And so many of them were union actors with great reels who fit our main cast. So I wasn't even thinking of myself when I suggested maybe we should make this a union project, because if the script is too good to not have actors who can carry it, and who can bring it to life in the best of ways. Executive producer, he's like, yeah. Director, he like, yeah. And that's 1,000% what we should do. So he started the process. And then it occurred to me, wait, I was originally just going to be the store clerk. But throughout that, after we decided to make a non-union, they're like, wait, but you're too good to just have that plenty. I want to make you the nurse. So I'm going to be the nurse. And I was like, wait, does that mean I'm going to get my union going this year? I mean, I've been trying to. I really hope it happens. I've been manifesting it. I'm going to double check and email SAG and ask. And then I will either add in the comment section or make another video explaining their response. Because I don't ever want to get false information. I believe I can get my card this way. I do not know for 100% sure. The only thing I do know for sure is you need to be paid. You need to be paid for the work you do on a union production, or at least, get that contract, something like that. Because they require either a voucher or a contract as proof of employment. So check the SAG-AFTRA website though, but I will follow up with that later. But why do I want to join the union? Exhibit A, what I mentioned earlier. In LA, they're not even bothering to Taft-Hardy people anymore. They're not bothering to make productions union and non-union. They're not even letting you do background on union production unless you're already union. So our non-union talent, our job opportunities have shrunk in LA. I can't speak on the other states at the moment, but from what I'm hearing in the buzz, I believe it is going that way as well. Especially because, it's no longer you have to be in New York or LA to succeed. You just go anywhere. And I really predict, and others have predicted this as well, other coaches I've talked to, other agents, other actors, we really predict the market is just always going to be local hire. And actors will kind of regress to what we were doing in the Middle Ages, and we will just travel all the time. We will go to where the work is, almost like we're on tour. It's just, there's just going to be travel automatically attached to any project you do. It's, because the world's our oyster now. We can submit so easily anywhere in the world. And people, even if they're not willing to pay for travel, I feel like it's just going to be a part of the budget concerns, sadly. But also AI. I want protections from AI. It is redonkulous how many commercial auditions I've gotten, either for an AI company or for a tech company, and they want to use my image forevermore for only $300 pay. I'm not going to do that. Never. I will never, ever, ever, ever do that. And there's just so much exploitation going on in the American market. I can't speak on, all the foreign markets. But from what I've been hearing and what I've been told and what I personally experienced, I don't see the same level of exploitation in the London market. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. This is just my experience. I'm an American with ties to London, but I'm still not a Londoner. So regardless, I want those AI protections. And I honestly don't want to do union commercials. I hate doing commercials. I don't like doing them. I don't like the audition process. They ask me a million things when really at the end of the day, it's just going to be based on how I look. And, I have so many materials. You can see how I look on video versus photo. And I don't like non-union commercial rates. If I'm going to do something I'm not passionate about, I want a good rate. And the union rates for commercials are the only rates that I actually think are just, to be honest. So I really want those protections. But also, this industry is changing so rapidly and so exponentially. It's like every other month, there's a big new shift, either in policy or in production or in market availability or in jobs, like anything. We have the strikes, then we have AI, then we have the union contracts, then we have immigration policies affecting whether we're bringing in foreign actors or not. Then we have Sundance moving to Denver. Then we have all these things happening, and it's just more major shifts happening more frequently. And it's tougher to navigate that as a non-union actor, in my opinion, or me. So I want a union, and I want access to the good stuff. I'm a very good actor, and I deserve to get big auditions, and I'm trained enough to handle that material, and I'm passionate enough to handle that material. And not that you can't have great opportunities with non-union work. You 1,000% can. My Atlanta film is a perfect example. But, if I want to be like opposite Meryl Streep or opposite Viola Davis, I'm gonna have to be in the union, at least at this point in time. So those are my reasons and my explanations. I hope this was helpful to you on your journey, and I'll see y'all next time.